This is Jay all over the place, and this video is going to be about tents, small to medium tents. So if you just want to go backpacking by yourself or maybe with another person, I have a small tent. I bought several tents, and it'll save you guys some time and money if you check out these couple of tents I have. So this one right here, I got it off of Amazon. I think it's about 70 bucks. And you see how small that can fit in their backpack. And this one I use when I go camping. I wear a size 11 shoe, so let me see if I can get that in the frame. You'll see how big this one is. Maybe you can strap it to the top of your backpack or something like that. But it says 6 person, but when I show you how it's set up, and if you like put cots in there and TVs and all that kind of stuff, it's really just big enough for about 2 adults, maybe a small kid or something like that. Go ahead and hit the like button, share, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff, and I'm gonna go ahead and get into this video. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and set this tent up. I'm not gonna show you each and every little step, but I'm gonna explain it to you. On the inside you have the steps, how to set it up. It's pretty basic and simple. You have 2 parts. See right here, you have 2 parts. You have the top canopy and you have the bottom part. And so you just take the poles and lay them out diagonally. They have little clips on them, which I'll show you. So these poles right here, it makes it a lot better because it's held together by like a bungee cord inside, so you can't really lose them and they don't come apart that easy. See, it's a bungee cord inside and just comes together like that. And you lay out the parts flat. There's 2 parts. There's the top and there's the bottom part. And you cross the poles across each other, and they have little clips. You just clip them on right here. Now what you're supposed to do is slide it through one of these little holes right here before you clip them on. It'd be a lot better. And to be honest, I don't even think it'll make that well. Yeah, because it has a clip on the inside, so if you hang like a light on the inside, then you need to have it holding it up or it'll just sag down. So you got to make sure you put it through this hole first. This one has a hole, you can put it through that. It's just for more security, but for some strange reason, the other side doesn't have those little holes to put them through. So, and once you do that, come over here. Now if it's windy, I normally do one side at a time, and if it's windy, you got to deal with that because it's so flimsy, it'll be blowing away while you're trying to set it up. So what all you do is just take this pole, put it in this hole, and then you'll have another tent peg. You feed it through this loop. Hold on. Okay, now let me just say, things don't always go as planned. So I don't know how this happened, but maybe I tried to get the sand out of this tent, so I turned it inside out. But I was trying to go like, oh yeah, this is easy, all you gotta do is this and this, but these clips were on the inside of the tent, and so all you gotta do is just unzip one of the doors and just turn it inside out. No biggie. Yep. So you get this tent peg, feed it through the loop, and put it in the ground. Now what you want to do is put it in at an angle. Put it in the dirt like this way. Don't put it in straight up. It'll hold better if you put it in at an angle in the direction opposite of what it'll be pulling. So see what I'm saying? It'll be pulling in this direction. So you want to have it at that kind of angle, as opposed to just having it straight in like that. It works better. I don't know. I've been doing tents in the Army, and you just always have it in at an angle. All right. And then you do the other side, and once you do that, it's like I said, it's best to do that side and that side. Because when you lift this side up, if you have it in the loop, then what it's going to do is going to lift the whole thing up. And see how that side is not pegged in? It's not going to, it's just easier to go ahead and do both sides. And then you work on these sides while you pull these edges up. So I'm gonna come back and show you that. All right, there you have it. It's about, I don't know, about 4 feet tall, something like that. And I think it's about 6 by 6, 6 by 5, something like that. But I like it because you can take it to the beach or whatever, and it's panoramic all the way around. It's a screen all the way around. You got a door on each side. Some them bad boys. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the top on. All right. So all you got to do is just open the canopy up and toss it across the top. But make sure you have the opening on each side where the doors are. But if you don't, you just spin it around. It's not that big of a deal. Spin it around, put the doors where the doors are, and then these clip down right here. Clip them inside on all 4 sides. All right. Here's the finished product. A 6-foot cot can actually fit in there. You got 2 entrances. You got this entrance, and you got this entrance. Now it's pretty narrow to fit through here. You can do it, but it's like, But you can also roll this little flap up right here and secure it. Hold on, I'll show that. So yeah, you can roll that flap up like that if you want to. And let me see. And there's the other side, 6 foot. Let's see, look how much space is there. Your head will be up against the wall. So if you're on the floor, it's about an extra foot of space if you land on the floor. And that's pretty much it. You got a hook if you have a light. You have a hook up there. And that's it. That's it for this one. Okay, here's the other one. Ozark Trail 6-person Instacabin tent. This is a real easy setup. So when you get it, you're just gonna set this center down in the middle. I use something to put. I don't put it directly on the ground. I put it on a tarp or something. But you just set it down, and these legs fold out. Just fold these legs out, and then extend it until this clicks. I can't talk today. See, so it'll extend out and it'll click in place. And then you just peg these in. You can run your electrical cord. I just run mine through there, through the door. But here's a little spot. You can stick it through there. I guess to make it look neater or something. I don't know. All right. And you got your windows all around. See, this is comfortable enough. It's about 5 feet 6 inches tall in the middle. You got plenty of ventilation all around. And when there's a canopy, you can cover the top up. And there's another vent underneath. There's a vent there. You can open up. That's a 42-inch TV, so there's, like I said, there's plenty of room in here. You can probably even put another chair or a cooler or a table in the center. At night, there's a light. Now, I don't know what happened. I think it's supposed to come with a case, a battery case, but I don't know where mine is, so I just use a regular cell phone battery for the light. And this light switch right here, it's a 4-position light switch. See, low, medium, high. Let me see. Medium. And that's it. And I think this tent is about 100. I think I got it for about $100, but I think it was on sale. So I think Wally World has it for like $150. You got a couple of pockets there. Pockets here. Drink holder. I've had this for about a couple of years and I've seen like 2 little pinholes on them. I think the box says it's like somewhat weather resistant, which means like for rain and wind. But I camped out in a real windy night and it held up. It didn't like blow a hole in it or anything like that. Anything ridiculous. It didn't leak inside. I also sprayed some waterproofing on it, so maybe that helped as well. But that should be pretty much all. These are 6-foot cots, so there's plenty of room. It's not touching the wall over there. Yep. All right, so that's Jay all over the place with these 2 tents. Like and subscribe, share, all that kind of good stuff. Leave me some comments, I'll answer them. Thank you much.